Well, got the engine all bolted in. Yeah, had to do a little cutting here and there with the torch, but it's bolted down. And the starter was kind of junky, but luckily I had a brand new starter. It's a tiny bit different as far as the bracket goes, but the armature fits in, which it's already in, but I gotta put the brushes back in. And if anybody's ever taken a starter apart before, that's a pain in the butt. So I just went and cut a couple of coat hangers. I cut one at 3 1/8, one at 3 1/2. I saw this trick on YouTube. And basically what you do is you form the pieces into a U shape to match the area between there and there. So the ends will come to there and there and there. And you do one shorter than the other so you can stack them. So you put one in, you push the brushes back, and you fit the end right in between this piece of plastic on this side and the brush. And you switch it around, and you do the same to the other side. So you got your first clip in there, and then the longer one you do the same with this way. And that will hold the brushes back so that you can install it onto the armature inside the housing. So, and for anybody that's like, shut up about the starter, what the heck's with that 67 Sears Suburban? So this was my dad's and my grandfather's. My dad paid for it, and my grandfather financed it back in 1967. My dad was, right around 15 years old. He used to mow and plow gardens and stuff with it. And my grandfather, as he got older, he ended up using it a lot more. And when I was a kid, this is what I learned how to drive on. Was this in a little 58 Corvette go-kart. So the Corvette go-kart, what came after, I actually learned how to drive on this. I couldn't even touch the clutch. My grandfather would walk around and just kind of be there for me when the clutch needed to be used. And then when I got big enough, obviously I could use it myself. It's how I learned how to back up a trailer. That's with this very tractor. Sadly, that engine got ran out of oil, so I'm gonna put a horizontal shaft in it. I'm gonna get a nice one. I'm actually gonna spend the money and get a brand new one. But this is gonna be a nut and bolt restoration. It's kind of hanging out in here right now because there's other stuff. I'm working on the racing mower. That's that one right there. Some people may have seen on the channel here, doing donuts with that. So this one's gonna get, I'm gonna put picks on the tires. And this is gonna be an ice racer. We have a place down next town over that we race on a pond. So that's what that one's gonna be. And the one in here is the small mod drag racer. It's running, it came with that Kohler 13 right there. It's like a 300 cc, I think, maybe 400. I think it's a 398 cc. I'm not 100% sure on that. But that thing's pretty much a boat anchor, very small boat. And so I pulled the engine out last night and installed this one this morning. This is a 500 cc Briggs & Stratton industrial commercial. This one's called the quiet model. As you can see right there, it definitely wouldn't be quiet right now. But anyways, I'm gonna build, nice exhaust pipe for it. But got it bolted down, gotta get the starter fixed, put back on it, get all the wiring hooked back up, fire it up. It ran great before, so it should fire right up. But I'll fire it up, make sure it runs, get the pulley. So I got a, where's the pulley? The pulley's here somewhere. I'm not sure where. But I got one of the two-ended pulleys that came off. Didn't come off this engine, came off another one. Fits the shaft. Yeah, I'm standing here looking around. I can't friggin' find it. But anyways, I'm gonna cut it. So I'm gonna cut the pulley that I'm gonna use, which is the bigger pulley. I'm gonna cut it in half, and then I'm just gonna drill a hole on this shaft and drill a hole, line it up, drill a hole through the pulley to match, and run a grade 8 bolt. That's how I'm gonna, you know, no keyway or, oh, there it is right there. Duh. You guys are probably looking at it going, it's literally right in front of you. So there's a little hole down in the center, and I'm going to cut on this side of it. So, you know, right in there somewhere. And, you know, cut it that way. And then there's enough room there, you know, to put a hole through, right through the shaft. And that'll be the one I run. This is the size it ran on the engine before. That's the size that I'm going to be running. This is just to get going again. I did put it forward enough to go probably up 2 more inches in pulley size. But, you know, I don't want to get out there and blow them out of the doors quite yet. I want to make them think a little bit. But anyways, for everybody who hasn't seen the front end, took the front axle out, the housing out. I used half of the housing, welded it on the front of the frame, and that way it, you know, it dropped down more and had a little more material. And then I just drilled, you know, 3 bolt holes. I welded. Yes, I know. That is welding. It's not pretty at all, but it's definitely structurally sound. I welded the 2 bolts on the housing or on the axle out here, and then that center one I welded on the back side. That way I can 3 nuts take off and that front end will come right out. And made it that way because I think eventually I'm going to flip the axle and redo the steering so it's lowered. But for now, this will be all right. Just running the stock rear end in it. It is not the favorable one. Pretty much 4th and 5th gear are useless. They're just so close together. Basically, I think this is going to be take off in 2nd and go to 4th gear, and that'll be it. This is a setup for drag racing. There's my 5-minute wheelie bar that I welded together. And I'm going to get some 4-wheeler tires, some ag tires to throw on the back, get a little bit more traction. But there she be. Probably the biggest obstacle I'm going to run into is this hood won't fit on anymore, but I got some ideas. I think probably, I'm not really sure. I think I'm going to take that plastic piece out for sure. And then I think it will fit on there with a little trimming. And then I'll just, I'll fabricate something, you know, do something for a grill, something cool. I mean, I got all kinds of stuff around here. I mean, I just friggin' take that snowblower cowling off and that can be the, no, I'm just kidding. I won't do that. I mean, I have other, I got plenty of hoods. In fact, this one might actually, with a little bit of trimming, fit it. I just don't really like the looks of it. Not really a big fan. I do have the front end to that. I really thought about that. Taking the front end off that Boland's, because that's like a 3-piece, and mocking something up. And in fact, like maybe even taking the steps off from that one in there and the tub on the back off and switching all this stuff over. Because it would be different, you know. Nobody else is running Boland's tin. So anyways, I'm gonna get back to this. Hope you all enjoyed my short little video here. And like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you want to see more. We've got all kinds of projects around here. Basically, Colin's Custom Services. I got a little small engine shop. I also detail cars, as you can see with all my car detailing stuff here. That's one of the newest additions, 92 Mercury Grand Marquis, aka Mercules. So I bought that the other day. I've gone through that. I got the trailer hitch coming because I have to have a trailer, or at least a trailer in a car or a truck. And the truck's frame's broken, so that's going to be one of the projects coming up. Hopefully my dad is going to help me with that. But I'm getting pretty good with the welding, so you never know. I might just do it all myself. Anyways, yeah. Like and subscribe. Comment below. I mean, you can critique what I'm doing, but I really don't care. I'm just kind of doing this for fun. I didn't have any jobs lined up today, so this is what I'm doing. I hope you guys like for those of you who've never seen this, I didn't see this until I saw it on YouTube. It's super, super good idea. So, have a good day.